Yes, I know we're not the same. I'm so tired of playing games. You don't have to be so hard. Just tell me your dreams, the things you like. What turns you off, what makes you doubt. I'll tell you my deepest secrets. I wanna let them out. Hiding a million different things. Waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings. And I'm still even deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, late in bed, could I love instead? Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, late in bed, could I love instead? It's a beautiful day at the beach. I was losing my mind for about a week until I could call you up. I'll meet you at the waterline. Birds are flying up above. We both need a little love. Hiding a million different things. Waiting for the nighttime to see what it brings. And I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, late in bed, could I love instead? Yeah, I'm still living deep in my head. And sometimes I feel my heart is dead. Maybe tonight, late.
Hey there, welcome back guys. It's been a while. I just have to do one thing and make sure that I am live again. You know how this goes. For some reason I see a video playing and I hope it's not playing, but if it is, that's okay. We can stop that in the background. We're like, hey, stop right there. Afix, if you're there, great to see you, and hopefully we can chat again. I look forward to our call. And hold on. Oh, okay, that's fine. I just saw a not the software showed that something was playing. Oh, actually, now that this is on, I should leave this open so that we can see when someone actually is here for the chat. So this is our live Sunday night Q&A, where we answer your questions and answer them if we can. If we can't, then we'll Google it. So yeah, we last video made some changes to the Avata. I'll probably do that later on during the week. Getting ready for the motor upgrade. So excited about that. A little nervous, but you know, once you've seen one FPV drone, you've seen them all. Naked, I mean, like bare bones, like to the point where I was thinking, like, my God, I should just order popsicle sticks from Amazon and make a drone. Like anything could be a drone. Like every drone just has a different body, but you'll see when we take the Avata apart, it's the same thing as the Pavo series, and I've done maybe 4 or 5 of them, apart put together, and it just becomes, you become comfortable, and you're like, wow, I got this, and then the only thing is that sometimes putting it back together, you either miss a step, or it is what it is, but it'll work. And I have a little toothpick here. I realized I needed one. I had to sync the O3 air unit so that it would work. Anyway, let's go to your Q&A. That's why we're here. This is our Sunday night bash, right? In the class bash. And Interesting. That's weird. Huh. I guess it's going that way. That's fine. It's like, wait, where's our screen? Just gonna bring that out. Go into, are you kidding me? Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. With your host, Butterfingers. Let's see. I'll fix that in a second. I'll probably have to fix something in the preferences because it's not supposed to be that way. But, you know, it happens. That's why they call it a live stream, where sometimes things work and don't work. I love watching those sovereign citizens videos where they're like, I don't answer questions. I'm like, okay, sir. Oh, wow, interesting. Oh, that's troubleshooting the Pablo Pico series. All right. So as you know, there's a little bell at the top, but sometimes the bell doesn't have all your Q&As there, which is really weird. So then after the bell, we'll have to go into the video library and see. Someone commented yay. Let's see what the yay is. Rabadoo commented yeah. Yeah, so when you first buy your DJI when you first buy your DJI Mini 3, the Mavic, any of the DJI drones, that, you know, big drones, or Mini 4, what happens is, actually I should change the hashtags in there too to Mini 4. By default, inside the remote, you can't go left or go right. It only goes straight, backwards, and up and down. I guess it's to prevent the new guy from crashing it. That's weird. I heard something. I think it's in the wall. Like not a raccoon, but probably a squirrel or something. But I'll have to go check and see what that is. Where's my baseball bat? Oh, I have bamboo. I feel like the Kung Fu master. Yeah, so I guess it's preventative for the new guys so they don't crash it. And when I first got my DJI drone, I took it to the store. I'm like, hey, the drone won't fly left. And they didn't even know this. They didn't even know about Part 107 either. They just push the sale of the drone. So I bring it back to the store, and then I'm like, hey, the drone won't fly left or right. And they're like, I don't know. They couldn't figure it out. I'm like, are you shitting me? I just spent like all this money, and you guys don't even know how the drones work. And so I was like, forget it. So I left, and I went back home. And I figured it out. And then I went back to the store and I said, hey, look, this is it. And then they were like, oh, you know, like, really? Oh, like, you know, no thanks. You guys should know this stuff, and you fucking own the store. And, you know, you're selling this stuff and not telling folks that they should be getting, you know, certified or whatever. I guess, you know, it's intimidating. You don't want to, like, if I had known I had to get a Part 107 or just take a trust certificate course, even trust, they don't even tell you about the trust, you know, I would probably be a little bit reluctant to buying the drone. So they always just push the sale of the drone. So anyway, on that note, I figured it out. I threw the video online, and then as you can see, people are saying thanks, and especially in molto bene, molto bon, obrigado. I guess it's in Italian or something. So people are just saying thanks, you know. And then who knows, down the line, it might not work anymore, and then I'll have to figure out a new way. So yeah, so that's that. I guess I'd say, reply back. Glad this was able to help you. Oops, I put the P too far. Help you believe it or not. They could not figure this out at the store when I went back and told them it was broken. I was like, because I did. I went back. I was like, hey, man, it's broken. And then they couldn't figure it out. And they were like, call DJI. This is a store where you just spent $1,500 on a drone or whatever it was at the time. Yeah, so that was really disappointing. And that's when I was like, hey, let me start a channel. You know, the folks that make it don't know. The folks that sell it don't know. All right, so there's that. So that's that comment. Q&A. Glad we were able to help you. Oh, actually, there was one more, right? There was one more it was 6 months ago. I didn't even see that. That wasn't even there, because if you check our last live, I don't even recall that. So we'll just go to Google Translate. And I'm not, so with anything that comes in, I don't even know what language it is. Translate. Molto bene. I think that's Italian. Translate. I will go to English. Right. So our first is Ingleski. A B C D E F G. Everything's in alphabetical order. Huh. I don't see English. I see espresso. Hold on. We'll just close that. Enter text. And that's not Russian. Spanish, maybe? Spanish to English. Oh, translate from Portuguese to English. I thought I typed in English. There. And that's it. There's no translate. That's so weird. I said from Spanish. Oh, come on. Let's see. Maybe I'll just type it here. Okay. Very well. Thank you. Very well. Cool. That's so weird. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. Oh, because it's Portuguese. But you would think that it would know automatic. Doesn't matter. It's like Spanish. No, it's not Spanish. It's Portuguese. All right. So I guess what do we say? So we'll write our text from English, right? Right, to Portuguese. And then what I will write is, or my text in English will be, glad this was able to help you. So whenever you see me write in like Russian or French or Italian, no, I don't speak the language. I just go into Google Translate and then say it, because it's nice to see that we made it all the way to Portugal, right? Like just phenomenal. And then that's the end of that video. Apparently people are gonna, Christmas time's coming, so a lot of people are gonna be buying these drones and doing Google searches. All right, Roy Bixby. Oh, Roy Bixby. Isn't Roy Bixby? Wait, hold on. The Hulk. Oops. I think it was 80s cast, right? Oh, Bill Bixby. Okay, so we had Bill. Who? Yeah, Bill Bixby. Oh, that was the reporter. I was like, wait, the name sounds so familiar. So that's Roy. And who was the Hulk? The Hulk was. Who was David Banner? Lou Ferrigno, we know that. 70s Hulk cast. We know Bill Bixby. Wow, you would think that the Hulk would. Oh, Bill Bixby. The reporter, Mr. McGee, right? And then we have. That's so weird. Incredible Hulk. 78 TV's cast. Starring Bill Bixby, Jack Cullivan, Lou Ferrigno, and Ted. Let's see. Bill Bixby. Okay. There you go. Anyway, maybe it's like a spin-off. Anyway, so Roy Bixby is not related to Bill Bixby. DJI has probably the worst support I've ever used. When I upgraded from a Phantom 2 to a Phantom 3, and it didn't work, and I'm still waiting for DJI to get back to me. But it has been, currently he must have deleted it, or I don't know. Oh, I deleted the video, that's right, because it didn't come out so good. Yeah, everyone will have a different experience with DJI support. For me, I kind of like it. It worked out for me. I was happy with it. I didn't really have any trouble with DJI support. But I remember the Phantom. That was my first drone back in the day, and I don't think no one knew. I didn't know about Part 107 until about 2 years ago. And the first time I flew it, it was in my apartment. And as you know, my first flying experience with every drone, I think it hasn't changed over the years. But he's complaining about the support. I don't even think they don't even make that drone anymore. It's like antiquated. They probably don't even have the parts. They probably don't even know what to do with it. Like I would probably, if I was DJI, but I'm not, I would say here's a credit of $25, and you can buy yourself something, because I don't see how that, you know, and I don't know. I just can't answer that question. Tips, tricks, and more. I apparently got a free beta FPV. Christmas is coming. It's an ad. They probably want people to buy the drones. Drone imagery, tips, tricks, and more. Plus, blah, blah, blah. My Pavo Pico is up and running. Oh yeah, my video helped him, which was great. Also thanks to FPV Unknown, because that, you know, none of those Pavo videos would have been possible without FPV Unknown. I kind of missed those days, but don't worry, I'll get back to it. I'm just taking a break. I gotta fly these drones now. My other drones. My Pavo is up and running. I keep crashing it. The aircraft is so light and feels fragile. I'm afraid is going to break. Interesting. Drone imagery tips, tricks, and more. Your last video gave me more info and clarification how to get it up correctly. My Pavo Pico is up and running. Your video and your words persuaded me. Yeah, because some people feel discouraged, you know, like your first experience will be your last. And I would say, again, you know, I'm not a butt kisser, but, you know, that's thanks to FPV Unknown, because that would have been my last. If I had not gotten those rates from FPV Unknown, I would have sold everything. Not sold my other drones, but I would have sold this. I would have sold this. I would have sold that. I would have sold this. I would have sold everything, because I was like ready to throw in the towel. I was like, what the fuck? This thing's broken. It won't fly. And then eventually, if you have the right rates, it's awesome. And then I learned about level mode. And then I was like, oh, this is great. Sort of great, because I'm still learning, but at least, you know, it worked out really well. But I want to help him some more, because it sounds like he's crashing his drone. And to solve that problem, we have to give him something. Actually, we don't know what Pavo he has, but dun, 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 dun. Just looking for which Pavo. You know what? I think I'll make another video and do a video just on the PIDs that Beta FPV sent us for flying indoors, because if you don't put those PIDs in for the beginner, the new guy, you're gonna crash and literally, you know, wind up looking for the smoke stopper video and other videos. But let me just think. I don't. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll just tell him there's a new video coming for the basic PID rate, so that you can get your indoor flight going. Because out of the box, it's a nightmare. Which you would think that they would hold on. What's it called again? Because I haven't used it in a while. The GitHub, and then I go here to my dashboard. Nope, because I'm looking at the URL. I just want to see if it's so weird. It's hard to see when. Let me go there. There we go. So I'll just take that out. And then there we are. And then go there. And then I'll put it on my website so that folks can just see it and copy it from there. Alright, so then we'll just go here. And then ask him, did you actually change the PID rates so that it is easy to fly indoors? Actually, you know what? I'll just ask him that. I won't send him the link. Because a lot of folks have downloaded the wrong one. They're like downloading 20 and flashing it to Pablo Pico version 1, downloading 25. Like, just read the directions. Like, literally. Like, anyway, so maybe I'll just do that and then set those rates. And then I'm pretty sure FPV Unknown will chime in if we did something wrong. And then we can just redo the video again so the folks can get it right. But I'm just going to copy those settings. All right, because there should be one for indoor, and then maybe one day there'll be one for outdoor. All right, so that answers that question. Oh, we got one in Russian 2 months ago, though. Oh, no, I answered that one already. All right, so we got that. We have John Burgos. Oh, someone liked my comment from a teacher therapy. So apparently, like, a lot of teachers are quitting. Even at my kids' school, teachers are quitting because they can't reprimand kids anymore. So, for example, someone, I don't know if I shared with you guys, someone did a math problem and it was 563 minus 1, and then someone put 562 and then it was marked as partially correct, and the parents were like, what is that? What does that mean, partially correct? And they were like, oh, the child understood that it was like a subtraction problem or whatever, or addition. And I was like, what? What do you mean? It's like, because they're not allowed to, like, tell your child that they're wrong. All right, so let's see. Murder Nimi commented, I have the Mini 3, not Pro, and I got the RC controller, and I have the latest version of software, but I still don't have the speed controls neither. Braking setting, can you help? Interesting. So wait, I have the Mini 3, not the Pro, but I mean, I don't get it, because there's Mini 3 Pro, which is here. Speed nor control. I don't understand. Is there another Mini? DJI Mini drone. I mean, there's a mini series, Mini 3, Mini 4, but I don't know. If you have the Mini 2, you have that remote, and good luck with that. I really can't help you with that. But I have the Mini 3, not Pro, and I got the controller, and I have the latest version of the software. Not sure. Sorry. Let's see. Sorry for the delay reply. Which Mini are you talking about? Can you throw the link here? Your question is being answered in our live session. Okay, so sorry, yeah, I'm not sure, because I didn't know there was another Mini of the Mini, and there's a Mini series. So and that remote is a little bit different on the Mini series if you're doing that particular drone, because it's my neighbor has it down the street. Actually, he has another Mini, and it's got this remote, and then he uses his phone, and he loves it. He swears by it, but I don't know if he knows that the technology has changed and there's more and better stuff out there. So I don't know. And then, sorry, but please do share more so that I can help you. GPs is Drone Valley. Oh, nice. Someone replied to Drone Valley. Let's see. Drone Valley. I'll just give him a like. How to get the Pablo started. I think he's referring to the contest. Let's see. We'll put him in there. Why not? Right? Somehow he must have seen it. Not sure if I replied. If I haven't. Whoops.
Monday.com is the.
Sorry about that. Oh, nice. How to get Pablo Pico not working. But anybody who replies Drone Valley to any of the comments is eligible to enter the contest, as long as and the only one I know is going to win the contest. Afix is going to win. You know how many? Oh no, No. Next. We can just quit that. Done. Bummer. Because my previous document is not here. Ah, there it is, contest. I'm not sure why the Microsoft thing is still loading up. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. Oh, I see what's happening. Microsoft wants to call home. No. We won't let you do that. Sorry, Microsoft. See, I have a little firewall thing going. So there's some apps that want to call home. Not happening. Not on my watch. Let's see, hold on. If it lets me. It won't even let me show you guys. But I can show you. I can go back into this application and then you're like, what does he mean? What does he remember, this is live. So, there are no edits. So if I go to Mac desktop, oh, not there, but I have to get rid of the big camera. Oh, I should have gotten rid of the big camera a long time ago. So yeah, this is what you see. But if I go to Mac desktop, get rid of this one. See, Microsoft Auto Update. So what I like to do is deny forever. I don't need to update Microsoft because if I'm going to use Excel, it just needs to do what I need it to do. So on that note, we're going to close that one and go here. And now we are, having a real live session. You guys can see the questions and answers. But we're going to add, unfortunately, welcome back to Everything That Glitches. So now, unfortunately, because I did what I did, as you know, the Prism Live Studio can't handle it. So what I got to do is go here, right? And then hopefully mine went back. And then go into the Asus desktop, right? And then select it again. So what I got to do is do this. I have to do that, and then do that, and then now I should have my windows again. Voila. See, it's a glitch. Welcome back to everything. I had to figure that out. To Everything That Glitches. So we're going to add someone to the anyone that says Drone Valley in the comments is eligible for to be in the bingo contest. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Where's my hat? My hat goes off to you. I'll get a number. A bingo. 075. 075. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, make it capital. There. All right, 075. Oops, JP. I can't really see it. Okay, so we'll put that. Whoops, one fell out. This one fell out. 074. Who's 074? Actually, you know what? Can't. It's killing me. How do I make this bigger? There we go. We'll just do this. Usually I set all my fonts to 18. There we are. Who is 074? Oh wow, it's pretty close. 074 and 075. So and Taurus. Oh my God, that's FPV unknown. Oh my God, FPV unknown would have won if but it fell out, so it doesn't count. But that's pretty wild. But don't worry, we have stuff. All I have is emails. So maybe I can reach out to him directly for sure if he does win. But we'll probably send him a little something during the holidays or something. Say a big thank you. All right. So there we go. Wow, that's so wild. You would have won. But all right, so those two. All right, so let's we just added them. We're just gonna do the bingo at the end of the show. All right, so we got that. Let's see. Yay, Woodrone Valley. Yeah. So it's nice to see the comments stay there when after you delete a video, because I wasn't sure if that would be there. But apparently it holds. Next one, Dan D commented, this CLI dump file does not contain information like ports, UARTs, receiver configurations. In that case, this configuration won't work on other quads. Thanks for your answer. Yes, well, this one won't work. I actually haven't thrown it up there. I think it's still on my desktop. Let's see. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Oh, I put it in one of the folders. Hold on a second. I think it's in my others alias. No. Let me shrink this. That's fine. We don't need updates. Not updates. Oh yeah, it's still in my desktop folder. So, yeah. So no, that you're correct. That CLI does not contain anything, but it does contain the GPS configuration and port stuff. But there was something I wanted to do, set up the OSD, etc. I have to check it. That's why I haven't thrown it up into the other repository, but GitHub. But I'll throw it up there tonight if it helps you, and then I'll make another video with the rates for the other fellow. So yeah, hang in there. But yeah, it doesn't, because it was just an experiment for the CLI dump to show you how to do it, because I have other repositories up there in GitHub that work. Hello, is it possible to talk about the altitude sensors for the Pavo 25? Yeah, I actually tried installing something. I tried installing, it is possible to talk about it, but one second. I know it's somewhere here. One moment. Yeah, I really need to organize my stuff. I think I had an altitude sensor somewhere. That's the smoke stopper. I was supposed to get a Mentos container. And then that's the wires to the GPS. That's a battery cable. And then, because there was a video I was doing to install. Oh, I actually have to find the video and re-edit it, because I started to install the altitude sensor on the Pavo, I believe it was 20, and then what happened was it didn't work. No, I didn't blow it out. You just can't put it on there. So then I just left the wiring the way it was, right? And that's when I installed the GPS on there. Not the Pavo 20, I think, no, the Pavo 20. But either way, there is an altitude sensor missing, because yeah, so what I did was I tried installing the sensor on here, and it didn't work out, so I just left the wiring the way it was, and then I just put a brand new GPS unit on there. But if you put a GPS unit on there, that will tell you, your altitude, so, and your height and distance and stuff. So maybe just put a GPS unit on like I did. But it doesn't change the fact that it's missing. Hold on a second. All this stuff. I try to keep everything together so that it doesn't get lost. But yeah, no. But I would recommend just putting a GPS unit on there, and that will solve your problem, sort of, to some extent, because the GPS, will give you your altitude, height, and distance and how all that other good stuff, sort of. But I am looking for interesting. Yes, but free. Continue on with your question while I talk to me. MS Dizizo, drone and cam. Hello. It is possible. Talk to me about your Pavo 25. I like. Oh, I fixed it too. I fixed the Pavo 25. Where is it? It is. I haven't flown it yet. But there it is. I got it. Now I just have to double check the PID rates, right? And make sure it flies, and then put it on Craigslist. Oh, and I haven't flown it yet because I need to get a whatchamacallit, UV filter, because there's no way I'm flying that and crashing it and without having a UV lens on there. So that's why I haven't done the PID rate video, because after the video I'll probably want to test it and fly it. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm missing something. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Oh, LED lights, which are awesome. Oh wow, I didn't put them on yet. You can, actually, if I plan to sell it, it doesn't make sense to. Did you put your LEDs on your Pavo 25? It's really cool. It works really, and the good thing is that it's built in. I can't remember if I soldered it or not, or if it comes with the connection. I think now Beta FPV, as they make their drones, they're getting better and better, and they are including things like making it easier and easier on every new build. We're now it's going to be plug and play. Oh, you want lights? You just plug it in. You don't have to solder it anymore. They're like, solder? Forget about it. So which is a little disappointing too, because it takes away the fun and challenging end of things where you understand more when you take it apart. Like, I think in a year's time, like, I'll be an old guy where they'll be like, no one takes the drones apart anymore. They whatchamacallit, it's just plug and play. Everything comes pre-assembled and built in just right for you. So yeah, it would be a dying trade, dying skill. Bummer too, if you ask me. I have a body in here. I mean, not body, but it's like a frame to the Pavo body. If I crash it, actually, I have to give one to. Still haven't gotten around to it, but he'll appreciate it. Rupert, promised him. Just put that there. That goes there. Rupert, because Rupert's gonna try and figure out the propeller issue. I mean, I told him he could keep it if he figures it out. And then we have Afix. I told Afix, I told Rupert I'd give him two, but I can give one to Afix because he, if he sends me his info, I can mail him one and via post-it. But and then this can go there. I thought it was in there, literally. Oh, see, I even put it together wrong. It's like, where does it go? I don't know. So that will go here. This will go there. Oh, that's just a robotics toy. Maybe I'll build that one day. I have a lot of stuff to build on the channel, literally. Like, I have so many videos. Because remember, it's not just FPV, it's everything. It's like tinkering and building stuff. We have a transistor radio we're going to build. That's like a higher level soldering. tutorial. I remember back in the day I built a power supply, but it doesn't change the fact that something is missing. No, no one's stolen. I just misplaced it. Maybe it's in this box. No, it's not. I know I put it away, but yes, I would have shown you. Maybe I'll have, like, when I find it, I'll do like a raffle giveaway to, like, hey, who wants to win a altitude sensor? And I can't, you know, like, I know it's somewhere. I always tell my kids, they're like, where is it, Dad? I'm like, well, it's somewhere, but nowhere to be found. If that makes any sense. Alright, oh, it's gone. I mean, not gone, but it wasn't meant to be. But I just need to have one more look. Because it's hard to believe I misplaced it. One thing I know I misplaced is one of my stickers. I have these that I bought on Amazon. Nope. No stickers. Anyway, on that note, no sense losing sleep over it. But that would have been cool because someone asked us about the altitude sensors, which was great, the barometer and stuff like that. But I guess he left, or they left, because there's only one person on here, and that's me, watching me, looking for the Q&A. All right, so on that note, all right, so that answers this question, but I'll have to do a more elaborate detail on that. And let's see, I think that's it. You know what? Let me answer the other guy. This way I can be like 2 days ago. Remember, Q&A is on Sunday. Yes. Yes, you are right. I have not thrown up the CLI dump for the Pavo 25 yet, but all other ones are up there. This video is for reference to show you how to take, oops, you know what I'm going to say, take a dump. That's why I made the little mannequin thingy, taking a dump while sitting on the sign, because it's just funny. What was they call it, dump. Yes, you are right. I have not thrown up the CLI dump for the Pablo 25 yet, but all other, forget ones, let's be more specific, all other dumps are up there. This video is for reference to show you how to take a dump. Feel free to, I don't know, take a dump anytime. Take a dump anytime. He'll get it, hopefully, with any of the CLI configurations. Anyway, so that's that. You'd be like, what? All right, so that answers that question. All right, let's see what we have there. Phil, mine says mono text TX, but I can't change to stereo mode. It's like there is none. Yeah, I know, tell me about it. And touchscreen doesn't work. Yeah, so that's the problem with the, I think I left it upstairs. That's the problem with the DJI mic. Unfortunately, like this mic right here, the Tascam, is set to stereo, right? And so it's going to come in both ears. And then thankfully one of our viewers said, hey, what's up? I only hear it in one ear when I was recording from the DJI mic. And so with DJI, if you're in stereo, it's in one ear, and you have to be mono stereo in order for it to come in for both ears, which is really weird. Yeah, so I mean, like, it's like ass backwards with that thing. Of like, welcome back to everything that glitches, and I couldn't figure it out. And then finally, when I figured it out, I left the settings the way they are. But let me go get the DJI mic so that I can show you. And I still use it. I like it. I use it when I go out to record, when I'm outside. It's all right, only because I've tapped out the DJI mic to see what how the maximum time you can get to record on it, and maximum 4K 60 frames per second. The maximum amount you're going to get to record out of it is between 35 maybe 45 minutes if you're lucky. And I would not use it to, like, do a teardown video. And then when you have, the reason why I say 30, between 30 and 45, because that's a big jump, because that also depends if you're going to use the DJI mic. So if you're using the DJI mic, it's going to pull more battery and you might get 30, 35. Don't use the DJI mic, you're looking at 45 minutes, which is not, if you're doing a video like me, a soldering video, a teardown video, not happening with the DJI camera. I use my iPhone because it just works better, and it can record for hours. And I have a video on my channel where I did a review where I recorded for 8 hours with the iPhone and lasted fine. And then I tried to clean one of the bathrooms with the DJI Action 4, doing it, what was it, hyperlapse or time lapse, whatever it's called. And it didn't even last like 20 minutes because this was during the summer and it was so hot that the camera couldn't handle it. So I was like, damn it, because it's a great camera, but it has so much potential, but it overheats and you don't get a lot of it. And not to mention with the mic, the issues that people have with the mic is just makes you want to pull out your hair. So I would recommend, I would probably say, do a reset, see if you can reset, but I'll show you the settings. I have to go upstairs and get it, but that'll be really quick unless I get lost along the way looking for that altitude sensor. Yeah, I'll be quick. So, here's the DJI mic. I love it. It's great because what I like about it is that it gives you the same quality sound that you get from the Tascam, but you have to, in post-production, you have to turn it up because it's, for some reason, it doesn't do so loud. Did I miss the fun? Sort of, but I wish you were here earlier, because if you were here earlier, I would have seen you chimed in and you would have told me you forgot to turn the other monitor on. So I was like, damn it. So the first half is just the screen, and not the screen, but me talking with the big camera, and no one's able to see. But actually, I was like, wait, that's when the phone's right there. I should have checked the phone. Let me just make sure that it's still working. Yep, we're still working. Yeah, so like I was saying that, so the DJI mic, someone questioned because he couldn't get the stereo. Stereo's mono's stereo. It's just so weird. But what happens is you have to have it. Someone saw my video. I guess they had the same issue as me. Hello. All right. So what happens is, oh wow, interesting. I thought it was MS, not mono. So oh yeah, it is MS. All right. So so you have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you have stereo, which of course is going to record in one ear. And then you have mono, which again does one. But if you have it in MS, mono stereo, then when you're recording in that, when you're recording in MS, then you'll have audio in both ears. So it's kind of weird that, like I said, stereo is mono, mono stereo, and then if you could leave it in MS, people will have two ears. And if you record in, let's say, mono or stereo and you only get one ear, what you got to do is you have to open up Audacity and then duplicate the track, and then save it again and export it into your video. You just have to make sure the bit rate is the same, otherwise be off. The audio won't match the lips, and then that's another story. So that's another video for that. So yeah, your bit rate. So I believe the bit rate on the Osmos Action is 48 kilohertz, and then you have to make sure your video, well, of course the video will be from here, so it's 48 kilohertz, but let's say when you open up Final Cut, you want to make sure your project setting is set to the same bit rate of your audio. I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. And thankfully with Final Cut, you'll get a prompt. I think I was like, you'll get a prompt, but I spoke too soon. I think you go to a new project. Yeah, there you go. And then you can set your bit rate from there, 60 frames per second. And then the audio too. The audio is always going to be 48 kilohertz from the Osmos Action. But if using a different camera, because you could use this mic with a different camera. I don't know if there's a bit rate setting in here. I only know that, let's see. We have receiver gain. I have it set to 10. Volume. Transmitter settings. Okay, let's see. We have 10. Okay, they're both set to 10. Record. Auto record. There might, if there is another settings in here, I don't know because I haven't gone that deep in it. But I think by default it's just 48. I don't think you can customize stuff like that. There's low cut. I'm not sure what low cut is. And then you have transmitter gain, which is set to 10, like I said. Record. Auto record, which is kind of cool. You can have it set to auto record in case you forget. You're like, oh shit, I forgot. I have to confess, I flew in level mode in backyard. Oh, nice. Only non-level flight, you saw me. That's fine. I don't care because I can't even fly in level mode. So obviously I must be doing something wrong. That's amazing though. But that's good to know because that means if you were able to fly in level mode and do what you did, that means I gotta try harder. I gotta push it. And now I have to so what I would suggest you do is do a factory reset, and then hopefully that will work for you. That's all I can suggest. Factory reset, because everyone has a different experience with these DJI products. No two glitches are ever the same, which is really weird on that note. So that solves that with your audio. Remember, make sure your project settings are the same. If you only get one ear, you got to bring it into Audacity, create another track, and then do it from there, unfortunately. And now we can quit Final Cut. All right, so sorry about that. That was 3 days ago. Remember, Q&A is on Sunday, because I don't check it until later on during the week. I upload videos and stuff, but I don't do the Q&A until Sunday. I figured it gives me, like, it's, you know, remember someone saying, oh, you should script your videos. No, I just go on the fly. You just gotta, like, wing it, you know, like, just so it's more natural that way too, because then you're like, I can't remember my lines. It's kind of like, reminds me of the days when I did a commercial back in the day. I did a commercial with my kids. It was Johnson & Johnson's commercial. I still keep it on my computer. Is it on here? Where you actually have to remember your lines. And I couldn't remember my lines, so they they brought in a teleprompter. They paid big money. It's like, can we get a teleprompter here? This guy, he can't remember his lines. And so they brought in a teleprompter. It was about bath time. It was like, when I do bath time with Tilly and Ivy, it's our special time together. And anybody that has kids know that's full of shit. There's no way bath time is your special time. Because bath time, when you have kids, is a freaking nightmare. You're like, okay, guys. They're like, I don't want to take a bath. I was like, they're lying. But anyway, apparently there was an essence that was supposed to create, it was a lavender essence. And they were like, this is going to work. This is going to make bath time so much better. Anyway, I'll let you guys watch. Hold on. Bath time. Oops, is it there? Oh no, it's here. Dad time. So yeah, so what happened was my wife found it because it wasn't my aspirations to like do acting or anything. She was part of this mom's forum. And she was like, look, because we needed some extra cash, and she was like, hey, look. So she pimped me out, and she was like, look, it's for a commercial. They're looking for a dad that has ambiguous features and must have hair. And then she's like, that's you. I'm like, tell her I'll go. So I went. This was when we were living in New York City at the time. And I go sit in the room. I'm waiting for the audition. And I go in and I see all the other dads there. And I was like, oh my God, I totally got this part. Because none of them had hair. You don't start losing your hair until you have kids. Like, and this was like when they were like, what, 1 or 2. I think 1. I forget how old they were. So I still had more hair. And I was like, oh my God, I totally got this. And then, one thing. And then next thing you know, this happened. Here, I'll show you. When I do bath time with Tilly and Ivy, it's our special time together. Hold on, let's see. Whoops, hold on. Hold on. Something happened with the audio. I believe, because I don't want it coming from here. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches, because if it does, it's going to echo. And we don't want echoes. So the trick is, I believe, to turn the sound off there. And then press play here. I'll rewind again if I just need to watch. Oh yeah, there you go.
After a long day away from Tilly, getting her ready for bed has become our special time together. We start with making the most of bath time, soaking up the scents and sounds. Then we continue with a gentle massage, and finish with a quiet activity before bed. Since we've been doing this 3-step routine, Tilly falls asleep faster and sleeps longer.
Yeah, and that was that. That was pretty cool. So they were doing like a whole bath theme. Let's see. Audio is a little low, bro. But how's your night going? Pretty good, Belt FPV. Audio is a little low. Interesting. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. That was pretty cool. Oh, so they were doing like a whole... No, that's pretty loud. I think it might be your speaker. You might want to turn it up because I do my monitoring from here. So it's pretty loud. Audio's a little low. Unless he meant the audio from the commercial. Hold on a second. We'll check the commercial. And then I'll play it again. Play it again, Sam. Let's see. I gotta go back this way into this window. My downloads. Whoops. I think it was here. La, la, la. Remember, this is live. So a live session doesn't happen the way a hold on.
After a long day away from Tilly, getting her ready for bed has become our special time together. We start with making the most of bath time, soaking up the scents and sounds. Then we continue with a gentle massage, and finish with a quiet activity before bed. Since we've been doing this 3-step routine, Tilly falls asleep faster and sleeps longer.
He's right, it is low. Alright, it was the commercial. Alright, I'll turn up the volume to the commercial. I kept it low because I haven't done this part in a while when it comes to messing with the volume to the audio going out, but I finally set it so it actually plays. Here, I'll let you listen to it again. I believe it was... We have Tascam, we have DJI mic auxiliary. Okay, there we go. Alright, hold on 1 second. lost it. Now I gotta open it again. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. See, I had it open, but I didn't close it. But it just closed. I'll go to commercial 2. Oh well, commercial 2 is blank. Well, not blank, but it doesn't have that splash thumbnail thing. I just need to see which one's playing before I rewind it. I'll let it play. And then I'll do this. And then I will go back here to where it's playing and monitoring and turn it up.
We continue with a gentle massage.
There we go.
And finish with a quiet activity before bed. Since we've been doing...
And then, voila.
After a long day away from Tilly, getting her ready for bed has become our special time together. We start with making the most of bath time, soaking up the scents and sounds. Then we continue with a gentle massage and finish with a quiet activity before bed. Since we've been doing this 3-step routine, Tilly falls asleep faster and sleeps longer.
Yeah, so back in Johnson & Johnson's was trying to promote a like a dad's bedtime routine. And at the time I was the dad, right? So I was like, hey, and they would use your kids. And then what happened? It was an interesting experience though, because after that I never did another commercial. But the way it works in Hollywood is they really do chew. There's an expression that they chew you up and spit you out. That's exactly what happened. I think it took a couple of days for the commercial shoot, and they send these Escalade cars for us, it's like big giant Fords. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. We're like movie stars. They ordered lunch for us. They're like, oh, would you like something for lunch? What can we get for you? And then anything we wanted was like, the world was our oyster. They treat us like movie stars. They drove us home after in the big Escalade. And then finally, on the last day of the shoot, they were no more high-powered lunches. They were like, oh, we have some sandwiches over there. Like, sandwiches? Oh, you got the stuff, the good stuff from the deli. And then at the end, when it was time to go, there was no big giant Escalade SUV car waiting for us. There was this little tiny Toyota. I was like, wait, what? Where that's our car? And they're like, yeah. I was like, holy shit. I was like, they really I was like, damn it. So we just took, and then so basically it was a free ride. So we took the car, but I was like, oh my God. So like they were done with us. This was the last day, and then that was it. And then the commercial it was broadcast. It was for the web, for like Hulu, Netflix, when they were doing those, when you watch a TV show on Hulu, there'd be a commercial, and this was one of the commercials. But anyway, so that's that experience with Johnson & Johnson. And as you know, bath time, if you got kids, is a fucking nightmare. It's not your special time, like literally. So anyway, that's the audio. Hopefully, so the reason why the commercial came up, in case you just came in, is because we were talking about matching audio with the and configuring it with the DJI Osmo Action mic, and that if you don't have the configuration set correctly, whereas this is, I believe, 48, and your video is set to like 30 or lower. I forget what the lower rate is. I think 44. Video is going to look like that. The lips won't match. All right, so that answers that question. And now we will go to how do you display the flight mode on the right? Oh, I answered this one directly, I believe. I'm not seeing anything on my display. Yeah, so that's in the OSD. You basically, in your goggles, you go into Betaflight. I'd have to attach a drone to actually give you the full experience, but this is the older. Well, actually, I haven't built this one up yet. Again, this was the Pavo Pico, I believe, version 1. I took apart because I needed the 03 air unit, but I'm going to build one again in another video. So many videos. I'll just show you here. Sounds like Belt FPV has kids. It's a nightmare, right? And like water gets everywhere. I was like, how the hell is the water's supposed to stay in the tub? And somehow when you have kids, the water winds up everywhere. And then this is why I do the show at night, because I gotta wait for the kids to go to bed to actually do anything. Because forget about bath time being a nightmare. Bedtime's a nightmare. I mean, we were all kids once, so I guess it's the same thing. Just a repeat of all the stuff. All right, so to answer Jeff Youngblood Photography's question, remember Q&A is on Sunday, so we will launch Betaflight, and Betaflight 10. Pray it loads, as you know. Sometimes, like Afix says, his loads like that. Mine, I can go upstairs, make a coffee, and it's still loading, unfortunately. Any minute, any day. So in the meantime, maybe I can look for that. Oh, it loaded. I was going to say look for that altitude sensor, but let's see. All right, so the reason why you probably, and I have a troubleshooting video too. I'm not sure if I included this in my troubleshooting video. When we connect, so when you go into your OSD, right? This one, when you see, I have all this here, but let's say I'm going to put anti-gravity, anti-roll, and there, but nothing loaded, right? But it did. But what happens is by default it layers it like in Photoshop. So you probably have something else there. I believe it's here. No, not there. I believe it's there. Yeah, so it's right there. So by default it puts everything there. See? So if I deselect it, I don't need that, I don't need that, and I don't need that. It disappears, and now I can put this back. I believe this was my satellite connection because I installed the GPS on there. But as you can see, the GPS didn't load. But the GPS, yeah, although the GPS did load, it's on the top right-hand corner, right up there. Let me see if I move myself out of the way. See, GPS is there. So yeah, so that's probably why you don't see anything. Let me see. Even more. Oh, I know, teenagers. Oh my God, I'm dreading it. I tell my wife, like, we have to get them, because they're 10. I was like, if we can get them like to do a routine now with chores and responsibility, it'll be easier when they're teenagers. Because you can imagine if the kids don't listen now, when they're teenagers, they're like, don't tell me what to do. You're not my, I don't know, what am I? You're not my boss. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, teenagers, I'm dreading it. Trust me. I'm dreading it, but excited about it because they'll be more on their own. I'm looking forward to saying, okay, bye. I'll see you later. Just go into town and get it. Now they need a little more chauffeuring. But if they were going to school in the city, like we were originally going to, they'd be taking the train and doing shit on their own. Where in the suburbs, it's a little bit different. The kids probably don't take the train until they're 16. Whereas I remember when I was like 10, 11, or 12, I was taking the subway, and just going everywhere. But yeah, it's different in suburbia. It's a bummer. But wow, teenagers. But belt FPV. And that's why you want to have a hobby. And the hobby is like your FPV. You can escape. Like, there's something about FPV when you just fly. It's just like, it's another world. No matter how, I don't see how, because I've seen some videos on YouTube where, some people are like leaving it. They're like, oh, it's getting old. I'm tired of it. But there's just something about the flying and like being in the air. Maybe because I could never be an Air Force pilot. So maybe that's probably why. Because in the Army, it's like or Air Force, they would say, be all you can be. And which was great. So one time I went into the recruiting office, and I was like, wow, this is great. I want to be an Air Force Ranger or whatever. And I was like, oh, you sure look like an Air Force Ranger to me. But apparently, it's be all you can be depending on how high and low you score on the ASVAB. So when you take the ASVAB, if someone is in a higher position, you could always train for it. If you train for the ASVAB and study hard for it, you'll score higher. But you don't want to go, let's say if you score somewhat low, you wouldn't want to be like clerical or whatever. You want something a little bit higher. And so trick is the ASVAB, study hard for it and then go take it. And I was like, so then, they put you lower on the totem pole, and then you're like, and that's your job. and then that's it. And then I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore. And then it's hard. And then once you're in, it's hard to find that extra time to like study for something more. But anyway, FPV life for me. I know, right? I love FPV life. See you later for sure. Then we miss them. Yeah, I know we missed them. Yeah, I know. I missed them. I do when I tell them, because I feel like we're like that far away from like being on their own, and then telling me to go stick it where the sun don't shine. So yeah, hope that answers your question on why you don't see anything with your OSD. I'll have to see. Too bad it doesn't tell you how long you've been recording for. Okay, this way I can tag them in the show notes and then say, hey, go to 33 minutes and 40 seconds. Anyway, on that note, La Laura Jr. 76 replied, I got it to work. Someone got it to work. Great. Congratulations. I'm glad it helped. So as you can see, the video helped someone again. Someone liked your reply. Haven't managed, somewhat crashed getting for hover. Yeah, I know. Getting it to hover lower and then hit the kill switch. Oh yeah, that was one of my replies. Yeah, getting it to hover lower. So when landing it, it's really tricky. If you get it, once you get it lower, then you just hit the kill switch. It's not like the Vada where you can just like catch it in your hand. All right, so John Burgos, great video. I appreciate you putting this together for your audience. Question, I have a Pablo Pico. I'm a bit disappointed because it overheats. Yes, I was disappointed with that too. I replied back, so I guess that's where the comments end. Yeah, I was disappointed with that too. It really does overheat, but they got it. They perfected it when they made the Pablo 20. Pablo 20 and Pablo 25. It overheats, but somehow they slowed it down. I'm not sure if it's the capacitor. Maybe before I put this one back together, maybe I'll just attach a capacitor to it to see if that helps with the overheating, slowing it down. Or maybe there's something in the chip that they programmed in there to help it, not so rapidly overheat. Wish I knew what that piece was. Anyway. Yeah, so it does overheat. Hang in there. It's a good first basher drone because forget about it overheating. You don't want to, if you're new to flying, the longer you are in the air, the more damage you're going to do. Unless you're in an open field, which is great. That's the best place to learn. Then you have to find someone to come with you. All right, so now we answered those comments. So if I go to, now I have to go to show more. Hold on. I believe it's over here. Your channel, your YouTube studio, because apparently there are comments in the bell and then there are comments here, which I didn't know. Let's see, current subscriber is 1,114. Amazing. Wow, that's so cool. Amazing. Thanks guys, couldn't have been done without you. Let's see, content and comments. See, that is so weird. So then the comments are here when they show up there and here. Okay, Drone Valley. So we included Japizus in the contest. That's okay. Mine says mono, and we answered them. Okay, hopefully they'll be able to watch this. I would say factory reset again. Your video helped me avoid breaking the door. Oh, here's a video because apparently the Osmos Action. I couldn't figure out how to take out the door, so I put together a video on that. Anything that I have trouble with tech-wise, there will be a video for. You'll be like, wait, that's so weird. It's not FPV. The soldering videos are not FPV related, but they will help you. They're transferable skills that'll help you fix it when you crash or need to replace a flight controller. Like, you don't want your first soldering experience to be on this. You want it to be on, like, there's a $9 project that I have the video for. I forget which one it is, but it says it's like $9 or $10, and that's the one you want to practice on. And then I do some other video edit tricks or microphone tips and tricks, because I'm not the only one that has this problem, so there'll be videos on that too. if that makes any sense. So yeah, so someone said your video helped me avoid break, because you will break the door if you do it wrong, and you'll never be able to put the door back on. And if the door is broken, you won't be able to take the camera underwater. If let's say if you go away, or you're at your pool or wherever in the ocean, nope, no more underwater videos. So you really have to be careful taking off that door. And as you can see, that video helps people. Bro, I commented on your other video. Please check and help me as soon as possible because I want the drone code for Scratch. Oh yeah, I remember that. This was the guy that wanted help with his homework. I was like, sure. He never replied back. I left it in the email. Yeah, because basically if he sent me his project, I'd give it a shot. And then our plan was to make a video. But on that note, next is the contest. So what we will do is go into Gmail and reply back to that one and say, hey look, here's the email. Let's see. So I get a lot of, you can't monetize your videos because I do music. I wish I could do, I just like certain sounds, right? But I can't. All right, so we'll close that. And then they're like, but the good thing is that they don't blacklist your channel. They just say you can't monetize the video. So bro, reply back. I keep replying and sharing the email address to send your project to. Am more than happy to help. There, ... and then send it here, and then do a paste. All right, and that's it. And then we just hope that they reply back. But yeah, can't click it. Maybe that's what he's doing. Welcome back to Everything That Glitches. See, Osmos action camera couldn't handle it. Now we're back, and it just shut off. Now I got another error. Hold on, what's that? Logic Pro. I'll just click don't use. I thought I quit Logic. So that's the other thing. If you have too many things like Aphex or running at the same time, the computer chokes up. All right. So there we go, and that's it. Now for the last part, because I do have to get to bed, as you know, as Built FPV knows. Oh wow, gotta go. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night too, Built FPV. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you. Well, sometimes I do. I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow night with the other drone because I gotta fly. I gotta fly this one. I have to fly the Mavic because apparently I have another video coming out on the batteries. If you don't fly your drones and use the batteries, they will become unusable, and then you have to send them back to DJI. And if it's on the warranty, it's free. Like this one's going to be for free. But if it's not, those batteries are expensive. And can you imagine having 4 drones? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like $400 in batteries. So I'd rather fly them. And then I was spending too much time fixing these things. I totally got sidetracked with my other drones. I'm not spending. All right. And plus, if I want to sell that one, the ad's still on. No one wants to buy it. But the prices are dropping. I need to sell it in working condition. All right, so that's it. So now we are going to the raffle. All right, here we go. Then I gotta go to bed. Well, not really. I'm probably gonna look for that altitude sensor. Ah, there it is. We have a winner, and the winner is N42. Who is N42? Let's see. N42 is Cray Button. So congratulations, Cray Button. You are the winner of the Drone Valley mic. Now, how many winners have we had? 1, more than enough to not claim their prize. So it'll probably be a fix winner. And so, all right, winner on 12/18. That's what I know, the most recent one. Remember, so I tag all the winners in the video, but apparently no one's collecting, and that's the only way to find out if you won or if you watched the stream. But by then it's too late. But before we announce them as being the winner, we have to. It has to be a fair game thing. So we're gonna go here to new tab, go into the Gmail, and see if they reply back. Reply back in the subject as winner. Nope, no one replied back. Okay, that's fine. But then we have another email address, which I believe is in Safari. Some people somehow found that email address, which is fine if you've managed to find the other email address. I have no quorum, but for the sake of the contest, we have to check all the emails that are drone imagery related. Nope, nothing. No, just some emails for some people that want me to create videos for them. All right. That's it. So yeah, congratulations to you. And hopefully you can claim your prize. If not, create button. Get pushed again, and we'll just have another one this week, another one that week, until there's no one left. And a fix. I think something is with your Mac. My old MacBook Pro loads it pretty quick. Yeah, there is something with my Mac. I don't know what it is. I went to the Apple store and the warranty went out, and they said what I should do is go into system settings, and then I forget where it is. Anyway, they said to erase it and start from scratch again. So I'm not sure if I want it. I wonder how reset maybe. Accessibility. There we go. Erase all contents and settings. They said do that because they ran the software test, the hardware test, and all that other stuff. And like, no, your computer's fine. Oh, I have to write down what number they were. N42. Yeah, I have to back up everything, so I got to do a time machine backup before I actually do that. Oh, he's N42. There's no need to take notes. Yeah, so I'm still on the fence with that, but it's something I got to do. But yeah, it's a bummer. Betaflight. Oh, Betaflight he's talking about. Oh yeah, Betaflight too. No. Yeah, I know you're talking about Betaflight. My Betaflight, as you know, let's see, it takes forever to load. And so when I took it to the Apple store, I mean, now it loads because I just already opened it. They said that what I should do is to get the programs to work properly, like Betaflight should open up like yours, and other applications should just open up. If they're not, then there's something glitchy in there that's conflicting with the operating system, and that what I should do is, so that my Betaflight will open like yours, is to erase everything and reinstall everything one at a time. And then after he said install it, launch Betaflight, reinstall it, launch Betaflight, or whatever applications you're having trouble with, and then you'll know after the install of, let's say, this application, that's the conflict, that's the one that's causing Betaflight to not work properly and take forever to load. I'm like, you know what, I gotta go. I don't have time for this. Like, can you imagine that? No. I mean, but I guess it's the only way to find out, but I'm not doing that. I'm like, I'd rather spend time looking for that altitude sensor. It's gotta be somewhere. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I just do a time machine backup, shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, that's even a better idea. So then if I do a time machine and go back in time, I can go forwards again after. That makes perfect sense. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so then I don't have to do it on install because I'm going backwards in time to the moment where it wasn't there, and then I don't have to do the uninstall. Pretty clever. Thanks, Afix, once again. That's going to save me so much time. Because, it's a nightmare when you install an application and then it doesn't work and you have to uninstall it, but there are like little tidbits that install itself into the library, and then there are little tidbits that install itself into the system preferences, and then there are little tidbits that install itself into the assets folder, and then you're like, it's like a bad game of Twister when you think you uninstalled it, but you didn't. And the only way to really do that is Afix is right with the time machine. Ricardo! Hey, what's up, Ricardo? Hi, my friend. Maybe you can help me with the Betaflight setup of my Synthes X, since I can't bind with my Radio Master Pocket. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wish I could help you because everything, as you know, because you see my setup, is DJI. But unless we met, like you came here back to my neighborhood and we went to Starbucks again, I'm pretty sure I could figure it out, but it would have to be early, like the last time, and then we can troubleshoot it. But I've never done it, but from what I hear from Afix and FPV Unknown, the syncing process of these other remotes are doable. But I believe if you have a DJI 03, if you have a PMP drone, it's only going to bind with the DJI stuff, right? But if you have a TBS or Crossfire, then you have your from what I understand is that the drone has to have that receiver on there, otherwise they won't communicate. From what I've heard, Betaflight setup of my Synthes X, since I can't bind with my Radio Master. So let's see. Can you help me set up my Betaflight? Yeah, it's let's see. 1 second, Ricardo. Whoops. Oh wow, he really upgraded. Huh, interesting. Wow, that's a lot of money though. That's expensive. Really expensive. Beautiful though. It's like all white. Wow, it's so small though. Look at the camera on that thing. $299 in stock. Beta FPV Synthes X FPV Whoop Racing Kit. So he has everything, and it's Express LRS. Let's see. Hopefully. Oh wow. Oh, Captain Drone. So he's probably just watched the video. Look, there's a video there. Let me make sure the sound is off here though. This looks really cool though. But I believe I could have done the beta FPV stuff because with remote ID, I want to wait for the remote auto. And look, this is how the videos come out.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel.
So
well, this is a video all about the
Drone
brand new ready-to-fly FPV kit from Beta FPV called the Synthes X. It's an all-in-one kit, so if you're a beginner and you've never flown FPV before, this is probably the kit for you. So over here we have the previous version. This was the Synthes Pro, and this was a pretty good kit. The only problem was the drone was more for indoors than it was for outdoors. And the kit before this is called the Synthes, just the Synthes, and that is a drone that is a way more for indoors and hardly at all for outdoors. Now, as I mentioned, it is an all-in-one kit, so you do get the FPV drone, you do get the controller, and this is ELRS, and this is ELRS, and ELRS is the best thing you can possibly get today for connection and transmission. And also you get the FPV goggles, and you can record in them. They do have a DVR, which is pretty cool. You also get some batteries, and you get a battery charger and a battery tester. And if I pull it out down here, you get a carry kit, plus you get a pile of other accessories that I'll show you in the unboxing. Now I'm going to take it for a flight indoors in this video. Now I've already taken it for a flight outdoors, and it performs very well outdoors. I prefer There's that little dongle attaches to this cable coming off the back. It's included with the package. Then here is where I'm going to plug in my USB-C cable. There we go. This should come to life. You should see some lights because the USB-C is going to provide power to this tiny little flight controller in here. It is an F4 flight controller, by the way, if I haven't already mentioned it. Then I go up here and I'm going to hit the connect button because I've got everything plugged in. Close this. I'm going to get these warning messages because I'm not going to mess with things too much. But here, as I move my drone, it moves on the screen. That means the flight controller is talking to Betaflight. So over on this side, I'm going to go down here to where it says video transmitter. Here's the band I'm on. It says I'm on race band. I'm on channel 8. And look at my power. I'm at 400. That's too much. It's going to get too hot. So we can go down here to 25 or 100. I'm going to fly it indoors right now. So I'll go to 100. There we go. And then you have to go all the way over here and click on save.
Yeah, there's a video, Ricardo, thankfully.
Up here to
this is how all of them
disconnect. And then unplug your drone right here. And then take this off. Remove this or else it's going to get chopped up in the props and you're not going to be happy after that. Now we're going to go fly, so let's set up our controller for our first flight. So the first thing you do is you take a look at your switches in the back. Make sure the bottom two, they're not pushed in. Make sure they're out. So they're both out. That's out and that's out. Then you have these three-way switches. You can push them all the way in at the top like that, all the way in or all the way down. So push them all the way down. Then take your left joystick if you have a mode 2 and make sure the throttle's all the way down or else your drone will never arm. And then power it on. It's going to make some beautiful music.
Come on. Skipping steps.
And there we go to turn blue, I believe. And we're all set to go. Next, take your drone and take the 2 batteries. They just slide in like
all
this.
You have to do, but that looked like it was a battery management.
That's why I said it's designed for beginners, super simple. And then plug in the 2 power cables to the back. Now, once both batteries are plugged in, which I'm about to do in a second, the drone is going to power on, and the video signal is going to start shooting out, and it's going to
pull all the pieces together and bring your ideas to life.
Beginners, super simple. And then plug in the 2 power cables to the back. Now, once both batteries are plugged in, which I'm about to do in a second, the drone is going to power on, and the video signal is going to start shooting out, and it's going to
try.
Pull all the pieces together and bring your ideas to life.
Simple, and then plug in the 2 power cables to the back. Now, once both batteries are plugged in, which I'm about to do in a second, the drone is going to power on, and the video signal is going to start shooting out.
It's best he didn't cover all the stuff. Hold on, there's some more chats in here. The drone is very good for learning. Oh wow! But yeah, but you were flying, learning. When Ricardo came to meet me, he was flying in acro mode, literally, comfortably. And no, not acro mode. He was flying the Avata. He was flying the Avata in manual mode. If you can fly the Avata in manual mode, this thing is like batshit crazy. You don't need a beginner drone. Literally. But I guess it does look nice though. If you can fly the Avata in manual mode, go to another video, turn off. This thing is like batshit crazy. Yeah, you're right. You don't need a beginner drone. Literally. But I guess it does look nice though. Yeah, it's very good. It's so weird it won't let me. Oh, it doesn't let me scroll. Yeah, you're right. If I can't, you don't need a beginner drone. That's why. The cost, the price. Yeah, I know. It's a kit. So it comes with everything. Yeah, it's very good. The drone is very good for learning. I still don't know why he got that because he can fly in manual mode. But it is beautiful. It's a nice kit because it does come with everything. Because if you buy another Pavo, you got to get another O3 air unit, or you have to transfer the O3 air unit. And why not have a drone that has everything built in? But let me look at that one again. It's a nice kit because it does come with everything. Cool. Because if you buy another Pavo, you got to get another O3 air unit, or you have to transfer the O3 air unit. Nice, really nice. But for me, I wouldn't get it because now I have to spend next week flying my other drones, so I don't have to spend this much on new batteries for each one. Let's see if someone chimed in. Oh, that's me. Mute your stream. We hear yourself repeating. Oh, okay. I still need to stream. Spend next week flying my other drones. I don't have to spend this much on new batteries for each one. That's muted. Oh, that was probably before. I remember there's a delay. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me just double check and make sure it's not. I'll just turn it up and put it in my ear. That's muted. Oh, that was probably before. I remember there's a delay. Yeah, sorry about that. Let me just double check and make sure it's not. I'll just turn it. No, it's still. It's so weird. Hold on. Thanks, Afix. Oh, no wonder why the other. Yeah, sorry about that. The other one was still playing. So yeah, see, that's why it's good to. I wonder how far that goes. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Afix again. Afix always saves the day. Awesome. All right. So none of that. So when my streams are like really perfect, they'd be like, "Wow, he really knows how to stream." I'm like, yeah, thanks to Afix. Like between the programs and all the other tips and tricks, thanks a bunch. But yeah, let me go back to this one. This is really nice. The goggles look so big though, like they freaking come out like that. That's kind of interesting. It kind of reminds me of like the those toy from the 80s, the VR. I think it was called an 80s VR. Hold on. 80s Vision Master, I think it was called. Oh yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Everybody had one. I had one when I was a kid. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. But it's cool though. It's all white. If that were mine, I wouldn't be white anymore after my crash. It's in stock too. It's really nice though. It's messed up that Captain Drone just showed you how to plug it in and change the settings so it wouldn't overheat. But maybe out of the box, it's supposed to just bind automatically. You know, like considering it's a kit, like Afix said, look, it has a drone. It's like it's all one big happy family. You should just turn it on and work and maybe change that setting. Just watch the video. But come, maybe you want, but next week, I'm free, which would be cool. Like maybe you want to bring it here so you can fly it and, you know, hang out. But take the train this time. Because I think he took the bus and the train and some other transportation. It took forever. The train is just direct, and we'll take him straight home after. Because it's cool when you're flying with someone, especially with FPV. You always have to have a visual observer. But yeah, save your money, because apparently, from what I hear, the new Avata will have holes in the lenses where you can just look through and then see. And if you can see your drone through like some sort of Oculus system, then you won't need a visual observer, and that's the reason why you need a visual observer for the FPV, right? Because you can't see your drone. It sounds like DJI solved that. Hopefully, I don't know. It's all I don't do speculation videos because I'm not a big, seeing is believing. I'll believe it when I see it, but that would be cool. So it's just pipe dreams to me. I hate doing pipe dreams. All right, so. On that note, that's really cool. Now let me just go back to my live Q&A now that it's stopped. Well, we got 2 viewers. We lost some, but that's okay. That happens. Probably Afix is here and Ricardo. I'm just going to go back. Oh, no, just me. Probably Afix. It says 2. So the 2 would be myself and you. Yeah, that's fine though, because I closed all the other windows. Let me just go back here. Going back to you too. Welcome back to everything. That's a really nice. Ricardo said, "Ole." There you go. Ah, thanks. And Ricardo left. Ole. I guess that means goodbye in Spanish or something. I don't know. Oh, now we have, I was going to say now we have 2, but I'm the second one. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'll probably find that, oh, bummer. I guess that means goodbye. Yeah, again, like Afix says. And I turn off the monitoring here. That's why wasn't able to hear it happening. And that's why it's good to have an audience, or maybe like get an earpiece, right, and then let it monitor inside of my ear. Then I can hear it, and then I know when the sound, which is not a bad idea. I have a pair of headphones somewhere around here, but then I have to find them. But yeah, this was good. It was great. I hope that I was able to answer everyone's Q&A. Ricardo, we'll text and figure out when the next time to meet to go flying, because that field is the best place to go flying, especially for FPV. But I'm probably going to be in Long Island next week, so maybe on the way we can say hello, or we'll figure it out. An Afix, looking forward to chatting again. Oh, Ricardo said something. Featured response, 1 a.m., 5 a.m. If you have the ELRS Betaflight version, then yes, it is supported. Make sure your pocket is in the ELRS 3X. Yes, everything I have. So everything I have is ELRS. Oh wait, so let's see the specs on this. So maybe that means it might work with the DJI family. Maybe if it's ELRS. Actually, let's find it. Oh, it is. Oh my god. Huh. Receiver protocols ELRS 2. That means it will work. That means that I, hopefully, or you, let's see. Hold on. Might be able to just buy the drone separately. And you can. Oh wow. Well, let's see if there's an ELRS version. Actually, let's do this. Because no sense ordering it from China. That's going to take months. Oh, it's the same price too. Wow. Look at that. $129. And then you too can have this little drone. Great for a beginner. Sort of. Because it's really hard flying in any mode with any drone. If if you're new to this, but this isn't so bad. Interesting. It's like a micro loop. Take it to the next level. To 2S power supply. Flight time is 5 minutes. Wow, that's longer than. Oh, look at how the motors are. Look at that. They're hidden, and it looks like it holds level to the ground. You can download the Betaflight hex file, which is great. Sometimes they come configured, sometimes they don't. That's why I put a CLI dump up there, because not every time, like sometimes it'll just be the firmware, right? But then all the ports are just closed, and then you're like, what the fuck? Which one do I open? Is it number 1, number 2? So then you're just doing like a Russian roulette, which is another reason why I made the channel. But I have to say that with the Pavo 25, they stopped doing that. I was like, oh, that's why I didn't throw up the dump. I was like, oh wow, this thing is really ready to go, and that's why it's still on my desktop. I was like, oh, this is how everyone's drone comes. So that's why each drone, they're just making it better and better and better with the experience, where you could actually, all you have to do is set your modes, and then just make sure that it's in whatchamacallit, Crossfire, right? Or S-Bus. For my case, it would be S-Bus. Wow. Please download and run the latest. Oh, BL Heli, I keep away from. That thing crashes my machine. But looks like, yeah. Wow, looks like oh look, and they threw that in there. I had to buy you would think because they were selling the Pablo Pico has the world's smallest drone or whatever it's called, and they didn't even include this. I had to buy this on Amazon. And they throw it in with this drone. The Cintas gets the propeller guard remover. That sucks. They don't give it to the Pablo folks. But I think I have my eye on this one. You know, I definitely got my eye on this one. But and you don't have to get it from Beta FPV because you can get it from California, and it will come within 2 to 3 days. But if I would use the Beta FPV website to window shop, and then if you see what you like, go to your favorite store, wherever it is in your local neighborhood. Or for Afix, this is his local store. For me, it's my local too, because it takes like 2 days and it comes. I'm like, wow. Like, how do you guys make money if you're doing free shipping? But I guess they buy them at cost. But I'm interested to see, because it says take it to the next level. And how am I taking it to the next level if my video is going to be choppy and look like something from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? You know, like, so I don't know. I guess they're talking about the flying experience. You know, I don't know. So I guess I would have to get one and see. Oh, they have Cintas Pro and Cintas X. So I'd have to read this a little more to see what, you know, the difference is between the two. But it does look kind of interesting. But if I am going to spend this kind of money on a new drone and crash it, I need to work on my flying skills. I think if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I will probably take Afix advice and get a 3D printer. And my kids were asking, like, can we print and make toys? I'm like, so we get a lot of use of it. The question is, where do we put it? I'd have to get rid of some stuff and then just reorganize. And then how would I run the wire? I'd need a freaking, because I would want, or find a USB-C cord that long, because I would want to run it from his computer all the way, unless you can do it wirelessly, and then just do it like most printers you can do wirelessly. I'll have to look at the specs, because I actually have it, I still have it inside my Amazon cart. I keep my wish list in Amazon cart. Hold on, let's see if we can, I'm going to check my Amazon cart and check it out. Or we could just ask Afix, because he actually has it. Let's see, I'm going to go into my cart and look at the printer. All my dreams, all the stuff I wish I could get. But I usually get it with points, you know. But then right now I'm out of points. Interesting. It was in my cart. Hold on 1 second. Interesting. Maybe it's in my wish list. I purposely put it inside my shopping cart. Oh, your items saved for later. Okay, there we go. Oh, now the printer's currently unavailable. Bummer. Yep, it is sold. All right. Well, it happens. Well, maybe next time. This is it here. Wow, it's unavailable now. All right, maybe one day it will be again, but that's okay. I'm ready to buy it now anyway. But let's see if it's wireless. That's what was our main goal. Let's see. Wireless. Huh. Interesting. Maybe Wi-Fi? Nope. Alright, let's go back up again. And let's see if they're answering questions. Wireless. Then I can put it anywhere, right? Does this include a filament? Nope, they're filaments. Wireless. Let's see. Ah, what can the enemy do? Great introduction to 3D printing. Let's see, maybe just type in Wi-Fi. Let's see, these are the specs, full time, blah, 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 blah. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe type in Wi-Fi. Oh, is this Wi-Fi compatible, or does a computer need to be hooked up to this? Ah, it is not Wi-Fi compatible. It comes with a micro, yeah, there's no way. SD card, which you can use to load, okay. So you could use the micro SD card to load files. That means I'd have to get up, plug the micro SD card in, and then do it that way. I don't know. I have to think about that one. Let's see what Afix says. The camera in that drone is analog, so it would look like 80s VHS tape. That's too funny. Yeah, I was like, but why? I guess, oh, it was because it makes it lighter, right? The 3D printer is SD. Oh, I should have just looked here. Is SD card. Or if you use a Raspberry Pi, you can send it wirelessly. Oh, interesting. And we have a Raspberry Pi somewhere around here. From back in the day when we lived in the city, I took this Raspberry Pi course. That's good to know, though. It's somewhere, though. Somewhere with that altitude meter. It's still available. You have to get from a different seller. Ah, so I have to go to a different seller. Interesting. Yeah, but I'm leaving it in my cart for now. So I'm just going to leave it there. But it is really cool. It's like my dream machine. Get it? Nope. Heard that. Things that go bump in the night. All right. It's really cool. So many nice things. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna try that experiment, because look at this. Whoop. Oh, that was this. See that? Like literally, you could make a drone out of popsicle sticks. Oh no. When I did that, I think it went like that. There is a bolt missing. So now I gotta look for that. Welcome back to everything, unless it's in here. Or unless it's on one of the other drones. But the good thing is I have another kit. Like, remember, I don't know if you saw my last video, I was like, where is that screw to? Where's that screw to? I have to clean this out. What do you know? No. Bummer. Anyway, yeah, you could probably make a drone with popsicle sticks. Literally, if I took this, I want to try that though. It's going to be one of my other experiments to see. But there's definitely a bolt missing there. I'll have to find it later because I won't be able. I will be able to build it back with, I think, one of the kits. This is Pavo. The kits have screws in them. Oh yeah, nice. This is Pavo Pico. Yeah, so I have extra screws. That's fine. But I don't want to have to use the extra screws I like to use. Because then, let's say I want to build something again, then I have to find the screw again. So it's better to just drive yourself crazy. Now I can't close it. I'm looking for it. Or it could be in one of the boxes. Because I don't know if you remember. When I opened up my FPV stuff, when I took it apart, I put pieces inside And I also put screws, like there are 2 screws in there, but they're to the gimbal. So this one is gimbal, but I believe if the screws are anywhere, they would be in the last drone, which would be the Pavo Pico version 2. Pavo version 2. Let's see what's in there. Oh wow. Oh, this is broken now. There's an Allen key. There's a bag of bolts. Right? But they're too small. And then there are other screws, but those screws go to the version 2. And then there's the oh wow, interesting. No, I think it is in there. And then there's this, which is the UV filter that I broke during the crash, which would have been the O3 air unit. So always put a UV filter on your drone. But I think I found the screw. Now I just have to find the bolt. Bummer though. Oh no, it's not the bolt. Might be. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, it is it. Don't know how it wound up in there. Oh, it is. Nice. Yep, it's the bolt. But, unfortunately, now I just have to find the, it's a screw. Now I just have to find the bolt that locks it in. And that is not in there. This is the body. This is the other part that goes to that one. Because I figured that when I decide to take off the O3 air unit and put that one back together, it's gonna, you know, and to put this one in the box, all the parts will be where they need to be. And then from this one, I would need. This one has some other screws. Oh, this is the O3 air unit, which is great. So I have and the antennas. So when I do the Frankenstein and put it back together, it will, you know, just work again. But unfortunately, there's a bolt missing, which is fine because I have the other kit. Like so many kits that I can just take from one and give it to the other. It might have fallen underneath, or maybe, but for sure it was there, and it came off when it was being taken apart. A lot of junk in here. I think I need to clean this up. Looks like a guitar pick, but if you actually use it to pry stuff open, I'll probably use that when I rebuild the Avata. I actually need to clean this up too because there's no way in hell I'm taking the Avata apart with all these spare parts laying around. Like, it really needs to be an isolated experience so that this doesn't happen. I'm like, where's that screw? But I have so many. Oh wow. Yeah. There are extra ones. The motor's garbage. Hence why I have on my computer a bolt kit that will allow me to find any bolt I need. But that's why I also have a digital caliper, so that I could find the right bolt to the nut. So on that note, so you just take it like this. And Ricardo, yes, it is analog, but it is better to practice on an analog one so as not to break Yeah, an HD one, which is much more. Yeah, he's right. Because when you crash the O3 air unit, it's expensive. And I've crashed it, but I've never broken it because I put the UV filters on. All right, so this is a 1.7, I would say. 1.7 volt. No, 1.68. I wish I could actually get a proper reading. Now I get 1.8. See, the higher, when you're using the digital caliper, when you go deeper, the numbers change. That's the only downside. So you want to stay as close to the tip as possible. And then whatever number you get at the tip is your reading. The good thing is I found the bolt. And I have the whole thing of bolts, so. 1.76. Aphex, how much was the drone itself, not the controller and the headset? You can get an analog Whoop for $100. Yeah, Aphex is right. But he bought the whole kit. He got everything. He gets the goggles and the remote and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Ricardo, ¿cuántos costo for everything? Para los todos. 184. Oh, I see why. Interesting. 188. Trying to stay as close to the tip as possible because, as you saw, I got two different readings. 0. No wonder why. 0 it out. So now I gotta press 0. There. Now reset. 1.85. The controller is locked to the kit. That's gotta suck. Maybe that's with. Oh, so it's a good thing. Oh, except 185. M series. Oh, that's it right there. There it is, right over there. But I can just get it. Anyway, yeah, that's not bad. But that's good to know that it's tied to the kit. Because if all you want to do is practice, so you don't like spend $300 on a new HD camera, I would definitely buy that. I didn't think about that. That's really, and it's so small, right, that when you do crash it, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that big of an impact, right? Where it's not going to do a lot of damage, I would assume. But Ricardo can fly in manual mode. So he'll get the most out of that drone. Sorry guys. So for sure, I'm just gonna open up one of these kits. Yeah, no, he's right. It's not that bad. I would definitely get it. It looks like the 3D printer is sold out. Oh, wow, this is to rebuild it from scratch too. Oh, this is the Pablo 20. The Pablo 20 uses different bolts. The Pablo Pico. The only downside is that affix. Yeah, but I'm gonna wait with the printer. I'm not getting it just yet, but I will reach out to you when I do plan to get it, because maybe you can find me a better deal. But yeah, this is the right kit. I just wish that so they give you extra little screws, which I have no idea where they go, right? But probably on the flight controller. Oh, nice. They give you extra bolts. I guess they thought about this. They thought of me. So they give you, I'll show you. They give you 4 screws and a ton of bolts, which is great, because all I need is one, so I can put it back on there. So when I decide to rebuild this drone again, which will be another video, I won't be short. Wow, they really, unless, hold on a second, if I can remember right. Oh no, that's the Pablo 20. Ricardo could tell you, like, it's it's a pain in the butt to put these bolts on the Pablo 20 because it's not so streamlined. You really have to tighten one, loosen one, tighten one, and then eventually it works, and then it doesn't work because otherwise you get shaky cam. But that's so funny that these new drones have video that looks like an 80s VHS tape. Nice, and that did it. Now I won't lose my nuts. Just need to make sure that, well, that part I can always do next time, figuring out if it's right side up, upside down. But that's nice that I got an extra kit, because it comes with extra bolts, and when you're putting it on, on the flight controller, you're good to go that way. Just can't remember. It's been a while since I've done it, but it's really easy to put back together. Just don't remember if it. I'm definitely going to rebuild this one again. Just need to get. Oh, and I think when the new Avata comes out, everything's going to be 04, which means that all the other 03 air units will become obsolete, which means that they'll go for sale, and then the 03 air will be equivalent to the VHS experience, because everyone's going to want the 04, and they'll be like, no one's doing that anymore. It'll be old school. It'll be like, let me see. It'll be like this. Yeah, it'll be like that. You'll be like outdated, or like him. Looks like it looks like from Wayne's World. Yes, this was everybody wore their hair back then. So the 03 air units will be like this, and then it'll just be a fraction of the price. But I can't wait to see what 04 actually is. Yeah, DJI 03. This is the DJI 03 air unit in 2024. Unfortunately, hairspray was popular back then. Hairspray and gel. everybody like had hairspray. If you ran out of hairspray, you'd use your Right Guard deodorant and spray it in your hair. Or gel. I remember gel was like so popular. That's how you got your hair like Mel Gibson. Or you blue dry it. Yeah. So there you go. That's the O3 air unit in 2024. Let's see. Another good seller, Come Grow, is selling it on sale for $246. Come Grow. Let's check it out. Oh wow, yeah, it's expensive though, because Amazon had the same printer, not this one, but the one that we were talking about, for what it was like $125. So yeah, I'm not gonna pay $246 if I already saw it for half of that, fraction of that. But that's good to know though, and that there's another store that sells it. Because actually, let me bookmark it, because when I'm ready, I will go crazy looking for it. Like I am gonna go crazy looking for that whatchamacallit, the altitude meter. Unless it's in one of the boxes. So then bookmark that. Close that. Head socket screws, and there it is right there. That's it, sort of, because it's a little, the head is a little bit different, a little bit bigger. Like you're only gonna get the actual stock part is if you get it on Amazon, not their direct site. Bummer. But it is somewhere. It's not in that box. Not in that box. Not there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. But as you can see, this has to go back into its kit. There's everything in there, which is awesome. And actually, you know what? Oh, that's in the other kit. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, so that came in handy. I'm pretty sure I haven't vacuumed in here, so it could be on the floor somewhere, which is fine. It's somewhere, but nowhere to be found. But I'm going to do another live stream, not tonight because it's raining, flying the drone. That was really cool. I missed doing that. I haven't done that in forever. I was like, I got to get out. Like Afix was saying, do more live flying for sure. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it does, then that'll be delayed. But we got so many things in the lineup. I'm gonna clean this up and get it ready for the next video. Not tonight, but the video of the Avata takedown. I gotta sort out all this stuff because I have crap everywhere, and it's just, as you can see, it's hard to find stuff when your stuff is everywhere. It's becoming an FPV madhouse. Parts here, parts there. I think you have to like purge, right? Get rid of shit, or just put it into a container so that you can, you know, organize. I gotta charge the battery because they, the rechargeables on here don't last very long, but it lasts because I don't have to buy new batteries, but I have to charge them a lot. Those LEDs eat up a lot of power. Anyway, I gotta clean up. I gotta go get up early tomorrow or today. And anyway, it's great chatting with you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys again. I will definitely do another live stream this week just to keep you guys posted, because with the holidays coming up, it's gonna be tricky. You know, there'll be some downtime. Not a lot of downtime. I might bring my Osmos Action 4 with me, or I might just bring my drones with me and just do some live. But again, as long as the weather is nice. But this was great, And thanks for sharing the ideas. Now I know as long as it's ELRS, it'll bind with my units, which is great, because it would be interesting to see the VHS analog experience on the drone. Except, I don't know, I'm going to wait for that 04, or whatever they're going to call it. You know, they might call it Beta or Jada. I don't know. Anyway, this was great. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you, Afix. Let's chat tomorrow, because as you can see, I got my voice back, right? Remember, it was crazy. I thought I was losing it for good. Not for good, but just in a sense where, like, I wasn't sure how much downtime I was going to have with whatever it was that I had going on. But on that note, I'm able to chat away without having any water. So I will see you guys next time. I'll let you know if I find that part, and I'll include it in my next video. But I was able to solder it on, but it didn't work. All right. Ciao. Thanks for the tip, Ricardo. And Afix, thanks for the audio feedback, because right now, if I didn't check it, it would be echoing all the way. All right. See you guys.